I felt like if the father didn't get involved and he's how he wants to do things, that do you want to break that down to how long ago this was written and what? No, fuck them, and I don't care. And
You wanna work?
smoke a cigarette? Fuck them, I don't care.
Kiss relationships. You're dead inside. I taste each time we kiss. You continue. Know what? Fuck this shit. I'm out, out, out. Falling
Track.
every time it suits your needs. If I'm dead inside, why do I still bleed?
Hold on.
If you want out, why don't you just get out, out, out?
Before I ask, I already know. I think the boy overstepped his boundaries by doing this. You cannot drag. He doesn't have the authority to do this. So what does he think he's doing? And how many times has he been told? just let him know in a polite, kind way he's still your son. Do it yourself! He, he, he can't do it himself. Which should have told him. What does he feel better? I don't understand. I'm not that dude. I'm not that dude. I'm not that dude. If he's gonna betray the father, I'm not that fucking dude. I don't know how to help him with this. He knew what he was doing. He always knows what he's done. What was it gonna gain him? An open rebuke is better than a concealed love, right? It is, right? Okay. How's this work out? You betray us for money. You betray us for a job. You betray us over a woman. You betray us every fucking moment. How is that? Then this idiot doesn't even go to the same church I went to in the same fucking city. He goes and finds another false prophet and goes to another church. And what? Comes to me. Hey, my wife's been demonically possessed, so I told them. Uh-huh. Everybody comes to me and then they look at my house and they do this. Oh shit, you can't be Jesus. Never mind. I'm just gonna go. And the entire thing, they were never with me in the first place. You cannot leave me and then be like, no, I'm. It's idiotic, frustrating, and stupid. It needs to stop. It just needs to stop. You guys just need to, not Peter. I'll deal with him. But you guys, you're not Peter. So you guys go away, and this is it.
You want a war? I got a bad case of relationships. You're dead inside. I taste it each time we kiss. You continue. Know what? Fuck this shit. I'm out. Fall in love every time it suits your needs. If I'm dead inside, why do I still bleed? If you want out, why don't you just get out? I should have never asked your name. I should have never known you. I should have never asked for change. Maybe then I'd still know you. I should have never asked your name. I should not want to hold you. I should have never asked for change. Maybe then I'd still know you. Kiss for months, bitch, listen up. This be my last guilt trip, pissed as fuck. As soon as I walk in the door, then it's on. The mood like a courtroom, war is the norm. I'm sore from the core, bored from it all. And a woman's scorn will be a girl ignored. Sometimes I can't tell what we fighting for. You set the stage, I'm going to perform. No more holding in what I'm holding in. No walls closing in, there's no opening in. No more trying to fix what's broken in. The fight's over, towels there, throw it in. I'm done with the phone calls, not with pauses. Done with the problems, not the causes. Whatever we have, we lost it. So it's peace to the love, I won't show again. I should have never asked your name. I should have never known you. I should have never asked for change. Maybe then I'd still know you. I should have never asked your name. I should not want to hold you. I should have never asked for change. Maybe then I'd still know you. Blue eyes turn red as the story unfolds. Fell apart from you, now I'm on my own. Wish the tables would turn, it's all gone wrong. That's alright, cause it's always been wrong. True eyes don't change, yours have always been cold. Hold you in my arms, I still feel alone. Even when you're here, you've always been gone. That's alright, cause it's been wrong all along. I should have never asked your name. I should have never known you. I should have never asked for change. Maybe then I'd still know you. I should have never asked your name. I should not want to hold you. I should have never asked for change. Maybe then I'd still know you. Never approach, shouldn't have smoked. Been clever and joked and just broke. It's never enough, this pleasure is rough. I'm sad when we touch it, I'm feeling choked. Each damn day gotta look in the rear view. Each step stress, come home and hear you. Your name's on my brain with a line right through it. You blew it, I don't even wanna be near you.
Now you gotta picture this, right? One, that's Tucson. You wouldn't survive. And two, can you imagine that? I'm taking a girl out on a date, and she says, I want to go to church. They know you there, so this is going to be amazing. What she's saying is, I want to test you to see if you're really Jesus. Mary did it. Because they should recognize you. Then I have to sit there and explain, what's a worship leader? I love these worship songs. You do, right? Mm, right. And who is standing in front of you? You're Jesus. Okay. Then she might be smart enough. Oh. Or you're the devil. Right. So why should I pursue this at any moment to try and explain to you the truth? When I had to go outside, I'll even explain how the song got written. But I would say maybe acknowledge the song exists, right? Does it sound like God is saying something? Or doesn't it? Does it sound like a normal rock song? Or... The song was... Me and Cram actually argued for the intro. There were 3 different intros we were gonna go with, right? The part of you want to go to war, let's go to war. That was God, and the intro that we were. I liked a different intro, and then Cram was pretty much kind of like he's gonna do what he wants to do. And it's like, all right, bet. When we were recording it, there's nothing you could do. Once it came out, and the producer was like, "That's it. That's it." And then everybody kind of steps out of an 8-hour recording session, and it's just like, "That's it." Because first, the drummer, he's gonna lay it down, and then what would usually happen, the drummer and the bassist has to accumulate that emotion and what the drummer's doing. If the drummer's too fast, then it's fucked. If he's too slow, but it came out that way. And then me and Cram went outside, and Cram was kind of irritated because he was saying that's a Blink-182 beat that he just laid down. So fuck this, Pauly. Let's talk about this, right? And I was like, I didn't feel any. It must be my hip hop upbringing or something. But Cram wasn't happy that it was a Blink-182. But then it kind of triggered was war. So God was pretty much, I'm not saying, nothing triggered in my spirit that it should change. So we went outside, and I was like, all right, what intro did you come up with? Because I liked this intro, and Cram completely just threw that intro out the window. I don't know if he's trying to be a dick or what, but it turned out something that I've always carried in the studio, I might want something 100% this way, and then later on, when I come home and I listen to it, and, the finished product is once it's laid down. I still, I think it's a scathing song if anybody actually listened to it, but it was a song that got Capitol Records interested. So then I'm kind of like, not what was the point? No, it was amazing to be a part of the song. To because when I had written it, I remember what I wrote was pretty vehement. It was like I'm done, but I don't know how to really do this in a classy way. I don't know how to. So God helped me, and it was biblical. It came out that way. You. The question was, that song's for us, and you represent what church or you watched The Chosen a lot. I'm assuming, right? So this entire, let's say, let just for a moment, that this was written for you, or this was written for you, right? Or other scripture that I could point to was written for you. Um, I couldn't say. I can say this. Your position is so bad that God won't even let you know. Thus, when me and Cram were writing it, I remember Cram was getting frustrated with me because I actually took control. Because I wanted to take I guess, a more hip hop edge to it and just write the lyrics myself. So, and I was like, it should be like this. This is what I actually wrote 90% of that. And it was, I wanted a metaphorical approach. I think that his, what would you call it? Grunge, Nirvana, of course, we were gonna, Kurt, who's gonna fuck around, right? And he wanted to write a certain way with it, and then, and he was telling me, he was like, "Yo, Pauly, this is the only time that he actually, if you notice, it's more him than me at this time." And well, that's not, sorry. Um, I'm blended more with him, and I step back from the rapping role. There you go. And he was like, I have to write my own lyrics. I have my own. You're an MC, so you're gonna write it this way. And then he was kind of like, well, I'm gonna write it this way. I was like, and then the song, actually, I forgot about that. We auditioned it, like if you listen to it, it was supposed to be about a man and a woman going back and forth. That's how I envisioned it. And then how it turned out. We couldn't find a woman to really. We sent it over to LA, and then there was Ramina, my ex, the Assyrian, and she was like, I can sing this, or I know this, look, this other one that can sing it. This person just got signed, and all that turned into an adventure. It turned into something. But it was originally written for a male and a female. And then it just. So when you listen to it, it's more God talking to himself through what he wants to say. Like, well, you were like me, you were me, blue eyes turn red as the story unfolds. So what he's actually saying is, you thought I was this white boy and all this, turn red, that goes back to scripture. My eyes will be like flames of fire. And like how he wanted to go about it was just, I should have never asked your name. So it's I should, maybe then I'd still know you. So he's, you are, we are really kind of going through with what we said. Maybe then I'd still know you. And it's in a poetic way, and I think it's classy. I think because scripture had to be fulfilled. But if you broke down to how long ago it was written, and you dissected that to where God was like, "Yo, I'm done." No. And then it's 2025, and you're still going to the church expecting some type of warm welcome. And he wasn't feeling that way back then. I think. I when we wrote it, I you couldn't say that we didn't write it. You couldn't say that Michael Brian Thomas wasn't there. You couldn't say Jesus wasn't there. You couldn't say that we didn't write it. So the equivalent of how you live your life is the same with the Bible. Like if you ask me, I could tell you all the details. So you're Jesus, yeah? And I wrote the entire Bible. Then I put proof in front of you, right? So it's like, well, the I loved that melody, same way that I love every book, every stanza, every piece of scripture. And I could tell you the background. There was someone else involved. This is what happened. And how could you not get in love with that melody, right? So nobody, I don't play it for a lot of people. It's been a long time. I don't. Was it a hit song? It was a hit song to catapult where we were going with it. And then when God pretty much was like, well, you're not going to be famous that way. Build up your chops. We wrote it together. I love the shit out of the song. A lot of people kind of caught on to it. And then when we compared like how garbage your music is, your generation, it was kind of like comparatively one your the demonic spirit that speaks through you, like no one, I wouldn't listen to it, and I haven't. So I mean, when you have those two voices, it's me and Cram, and it's like the Beatles. I would say probably John Cram is one of the Beatles. You would say, how is that possible? How many Beatles are still alive? What do you think? I've met the biblical Paul, and have I? Mm, you did at that point, but so then look at it from that perspective. Like if you have Jesus and Paul working together, which is, you know, I think it's a good picture of how that worked. Because no, because then it's a good song. You know, it came out the way it was supposed to come out. Yeah, man.